Hello, welcome. Whether you're new or returning, thanks for joining me. Here on my channel, I mainly do cross stitch, diamond painting, may do some other crafts, which I think today later I'm going to do this. I got it for Christmas from my husband, so I think I'm going to try that. So I'll show you in the next video what that turns like. But I am definitely not an expert. I'm going to say novice beginner. So if you're just starting out, let's do that together. If you're an expert, stay tuned. I'm always open for suggestions and comments. Here I am, coffee number 2 almost done. Definitely feel like another one, but gonna try not to. And I got my little Hobby Lobby Christmas mug, which I love. So let's get into it. So this is one of the 14 counts I'm working on. It's by Spring, this cute little telephone booth. It looks pretty good. Got the sun coming around, so hopefully that's not too distracting. I haven't done much since the last time I showed you. I did some of the half stitch down here, and I just started some of the full stitch. I like it. The symbols are good. The threads are good. No troubles whatsoever. I just don't know why I haven't worked on it. I think I've been just doing other things, but I might do that a little bit later today too. But let me get this out of the way. What we're going to do today is, if I can find it here we go, put it on the other side, is the little sewing room. And that was 11 count, not 14 count. Sorry, the spring one. This is also 11 count. I'm still over at this end. I've done a little bit, but not a lot. I really like it. Here's the key and the chart. It's well worn already. I'm going to have to find some, the little slippies with the paper. What are they called? I don't know. Covers. I have them somewhere. It's just a matter of looking at it, but here we go. Whoops, I just hit my light. And that's what I got so far. So I did change the frame. I had it on a different frame, a wooden frame, and I had my bead it one on this one, but I switched them out. I like it a lot better. I still can't see the symbols. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. Still can't see the symbols on the bottom. That's why I have to use the chart all the time. But I think, let me just get the threads out of the way. I like it. I like it a lot. So yesterday I worked on this and a little bit up here and some of this. Finished most of this here. I forgot a little part down here. So when I use those symbols again, I got to fill that space in, and there's a little bit left here. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. So I got some threads parked here. So let me get set up and we will do a little bit together. Okay, so we're back. Let me just lock myself in. So I did a hoop stitch to start, but I dragged the thread through. So I brought the thread through there. Then I went down here and did a loop stitch. And then after I stitch across, then I'll cut this off and the thread's going down here. So it'll be buried. So I think that is the way it's done. And that's the way I did it. So I really like this one. The threads are really not nice. I don't cut them. They recommend cutting them in half. I haven't been. I've been just dragging it through. The odd time it gets knotted up, but for the most part, it doesn't. It is a little bit. Some of the symbols are really hard to tell the difference, like the two colors up here. These are actually two different colors. And then there's another one, which I don't have it in screen, but it's got the center of it's clear, and then the other one is like this with the corner, but this, so it's this color here, and then the center is clear, and the other one is half clear. So I'm getting mixed up on that too. So I had to go look on the chart, but oops, I went the wrong way there, didn't I? Oh well, we'll just continue on. Maybe pay attention to what I'm doing. That would be a nice surprise. So yeah, so yesterday I pretty much watched Bridgerton and worked on this. I worked on it so much, my shoulders started getting sore. So I stopped, and then I was doing the other 11 count, the phone booth, and then it was still sore, so I stopped and did one diamond painting. But I'm enjoying it for sure. Today is Sunday for me, Monday for you. It is mid-morning, sun is shining. It's cold, but the sun is shining. It's beautiful. Luna's sitting on his perch in the window. Sun's hitting him. He's happy. It's still like -20, but I think today's the last day. And then it's supposed to get more seasonal temperatures, like -10, around the -10, which is what I think it's supposed to be. The lake has frozen over, so no more snow squalls. So yeah, just settling for the end of winter, I guess. Friday, I did not do any crafting very much. I think I did a couple small diamond paintings, but I did do this a little bit, not very much, maybe an hour or so. We went out to my parents because my parents said they had something they wanted brought up into their condo. So we figured, we'd go do that and then do some running around. My husband came off nights, so he gets home at 9 a.m. He needs to sleep, but he's usually good for a couple hours. So we went out there, and then we were going to do our running around. And then my dad said, can you put something together for us? So we were out there for quite a bit, which was nice, I chatted with my parents, did the normal things that you do when you go to your parents, change the icons on their Netflix and their names, and open their fridge and ask why they didn't have anything that I liked. Typical, kid going to their parents' house, even though I'm older. But I didn't bring anything with me to do, so I didn't bring any cross stitch or anything like that. So we were there for 3 hours, and I didn't have anything. I was chomping at the bit at the end there. I'm used to doing stuff, but it was still a good visit. And then they felt bad for my husband, so they took us out for lunch. So, and then it was, my husband needed to sleep. So anyways, we came home and didn't do any running around. So I think we're going to go out next week. Which is fine. Might go to the dollar store. Why? Because why not? Told my mom about that dollar store I liked, and she went up there. I apologize about my video on Friday. I didn't have the noise canceling on, and you could hear all the crimpling. And the mic was really close, so I'll try to fix that up. Be patient with me, still learning. So I watched Bridgerton. Disappointed. Did not like it as much as the other ones. I didn't hate it, but it definitely was not as enjoyable as the other ones. It was only the first 4 episodes, and they do the other ones. I don't want to give anything away, but it definitely had a Cinderella vibe, which, I think that's been played out quite a bit. So. And the sub stories I wasn't keen on. One of them was okay, but yeah, not a little disappointed, but don't worry, I'm still going to watch the next. So I'm going to just take this thread, try to not get my hand so much in the way so I can show you. It's going to be virtually impossible. Hold it up, and then it'll bury it. And then it's running down here. So let me just put that thread in the garbage. So then it's buried. So I think I'll do this green and then show you how I end with a loop stitch. I'm not good at it. I'm not perfect at it. But I've been practicing all day yesterday and all week when I've been working on this one. So I'll show you what I do. It's not perfect, like I said, but gives you an idea. We'll just finish this up a little bit. I don't know. My husband's got like the best timing. As soon as I start a video, he texts me. He's working today. He picked up an overtime shift, so. Okay, let's just come up. Okay, let me change my threads and answer my husband. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. I started stitching. I forgot to turn the video on. I wasn't talking though, so that's nice at least. But we'll do this little color here down at the bottom. Come a little bit closer, see how that is. My husband just want to say hi. I bought a little kit for my bead it embroidery, but I'll show you at the end what I got. I got it off Amazon. I needed more needles. So they break, but I like those ones for the bead it one. Never have to worry about these 11 count needles breaking. They're massive. So what have I got going on this week? Not much. Gonna go to the gym. The weather's supposed to be, not so bad. No snow really. Got a bit of a knot here. Let's see. Get it out. So hopefully I can go to the gym 4 days. Meet a friend for lunch. Shopping with my husband, and then Friday we got that concert. And we have to go with my parents and finish putting that cabinet together. I don't know if my dad didn't do it, and they also bought something else that my husband's going to set up for them. So we're going to go out there. They're not there this week, but we're going to still go out there and do it for them. And when they show up next weekend, it'll be all done. And that is it. I was going to tell you something else, but now I can't remember what it is. Oh, I'm having trouble finding the holes again today. Oh my goodness. Let's come up from the other end. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, we're just going to go that way. We're just going to do that. So I think the kids are going to Toronto this week, the two girls. They're off for a couple of days, both at the same time. They got some friends down there, so I think they're going to do that, which is nice. Had a nice talk with one of my friends, actually two of my friends. Two different friends. It was nice. I miss seeing their face though, but still good, nice chatting. I'm slow going today, aren't I? I am loving the craft room, I have to tell you. It's nice being up there, especially like today. The sun was out. I was diamond painting this morning, and the sun's out and it's beating in, and I can see everybody walking, and oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, it's just got a knot in here. I gotta pay attention. Actually, when I said that, I was looking out the window, not paying attention to the thread. Okay, let me get the knot out and be back because it's painful to watch me do it. Okay, I'm back. See, I wasn't paying attention to the thread. And it is super long, so that is the disadvantage. Usually if you run it through your fingers, it doesn't really tangle up, so for me anyways. So I've been practicing the, oh, there it goes again. I've been practicing the pin stitch and the loop end stitch, so it's going a little better. So I'm hoping this week I'm going to do some 14 count work on my big one and little one. So I'm going to keep practicing. I'm happy. Pin stitch is working out more often than not now, so definitely not a master at it. Takes me super long time to do too because I'm so paranoid. But the end loop stitch is coming along. That's a good thing when you're using 11 count. You got 3 threads, so you can start and end with the loop stitch. And I don't think I flipped this over all day yesterday. So you can also at the end drag the thread like I did at the beginning here, Like if you're ending a thread and you got lots to do, you can, or even not, you can still drag it if you're doing another color. I saw somebody and they were doing that. They had all these little tiny threads everywhere. That I think would give me a bit too much anxiety, and I think I'd get lost on what was what. So, but if I'm doing the same color, we're gonna switch colors. Then, like right here, if I was doing this color and then was gonna switch to that, I probably would drag it over. Well, maybe I'll get over here some night today. I'm going a little bit slow. I have sped up a little bit. Well, look at that. If you watch any of my videos, you know I absolutely hate cooking. But I took a roast out. I'm going to make a roast today. Why? Because I had it in the freezer. And I thought I better use everything up. Things are expensive, so use what you have in your freezer before you have to go buy more meat. Don't have an overabundance. I have, I think, 2 roasts, and that's it. That have been sitting in there for a while. Because the thought of making it. Someone's going to say, making a roast isn't easy. Yeah, I know, but you still have to time it. And then if you're doing a roast, you might as well make nice potatoes and gravy. And yeah, already lost interest. So I think today I'm going to finish up these threads. I'm going to do that little, what was it, a merry-go-round? Just do something a little different. I got to clean the kitchen a little bit. Do clean the fridge out. Ugh, worst job ever. And I don't know. Probably do some cross stitch later. My shoulder's feeling better. Surprisingly, though, my finger wasn't. Sometimes my finger gets sore. I have to put a grip on. But yesterday, no, it was just my shoulders. I thought maybe I wasn't sitting upright, but I'm pretty straight when I cross stitch. So I am not sure. Just too much of it. One of my friends from the gym messaged me. She wants to get together tomorrow and swim together. So, and I'm having breakfast with a friend. So I think I'm going to go to the gym a little later, do my walking and weights, meet her. And then after I've done that, meet my friend. And if I have time beforehand, I'm going to go to the dollar store. Just curious. Oh my gosh. I cleaned my craft room. And then I was looking for something that I got from Temu at Christmas time. And I couldn't find it. And I thought, oh, did I not take it out of the Temu bag and threw it out? So this morning I was searching everywhere because it's got bookmarks in it. I want to give them to my daughter to do. She was diamond painting again yesterday, so I think she likes it. She has a little tray, like a TV tray she puts out in her room, so not just TVs. But I thought maybe a little one. I gave her that bigger butterfly one I got from Temu. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? I like that it's nice and stiff on here. It works out well. Look at that, first time. Oh. Someone's got the music blaring. Hear that sometimes in the summer, the cars go by, but not usually in the winter. So my daughter was walking by the front door, said to my husband, why is there a bunch of kids sitting in our driveway? So my husband goes, there's a package out there, so he goes and picks up the package. I was curious to why the kids were standing in our driveway. There's 3 of them. I'm going to say the youngest was maybe 7, the oldest one. I'd be surprised if they were 10. So my husband went and looked on the camera. We have speakers on our camera, and they were talking about stealing our packages. But we're worried about the cameras. So We know where they live. They just live up the street from us. But they didn't actually steal them. I was going to go talk to the parents, but you know what? No point. No point. They didn't steal anything. They're little. I just don't know why they were out without a parent. I was more worried about that because they're young. Someone could come by and I don't know. But yeah, I was a little shocked that they were so young and they were talking about stealing packages off the. They would have been highly disappointed though because it was shampoo and conditioner and hair removal for my older daughter. So we don't usually leave packages out there because my son's medical supplies gets delivered through courier. So okay, so here we go. So there is half of the last stitch. Not too close. So you go back into the same hole. It might be hard to see because it's a dark color. So next time I'll show you it with a light color. Okay, so then you got your hoop here. If it's not tangled up, make it a little smaller and it'll untangle. Go up the other half. There we go. Then go through the hoop like you did a start. Pull it tight. Oh, so it's gonna have a knot on it. It's not gonna work. Hang on. It's not gonna work. It's got a knot or something in it. Hang on. Okay, let me fix it. And then I'll show you again. Hang on. Okay, here we go. I think I was getting all nervous that I was going to show you, so then I was talking about those kids, and then no, I'm not mad about the kids. I'm more disappointed in them. There's no point getting mad at them. Okay, that's better hoop. So you got your hoop there. You're going to come up. Okay, you're going to go through your hoop. A good thing in my hand, and then you're just going to pull it. Then you're going to go down the same hole. You just want to make sure you're on the other side of the hoop, not there, so it just goes down. You want to go, so you're tying like a little knot by going under the other side of the hoop. Pull down, and the knot should go through. Not perfect. There we go. And then let's try a pin stitch. Maybe if someone watches me, they can tell me what I'm doing wrong. There we go. You see? That's why I always have the trouble going through. There we go. Okay, I think that's a pretty good pin stitch. What do you think of that? And then usually I just come back up on the other side of that. Pull a little bit. And there we go. That's not bad. So I don't think it's perfect. Usually the knot's further down in there. You pull the knot through. I don't think it's that bad. So I don't know. Let me have a look. Maybe we'll do a bit more. Whoops, you saw a nice view of my hand. I got some more here up a little bit higher, so maybe we'll do that. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna lock myself in. And we'll just do a little bit up here. Hang on, I thought I had set it up properly, but apparently I had not, or I moved it, one or the other. Do over here. Oh, it's so pretty. Whoops, knocked it. There we go. So this week I think I'm going to do some diamond painting. I got some spacers from Forever Young and they're working great. And I got a crystal one from them, so I want to try the spacers with, what do they call it? They call it a mesh ruler. So I think I'm going to, sorry, I'm going to move it a bit more here. So I think I'm going to do that this week, do some 14 count. So yeah, pretty busy week. See some friends, go to the gym, do some shopping. Nothing overly exciting for sure. Not supposed to have any snow this week, which is a nice surprise. With no snow squalls, there'll be less snow for sure. There's no snow squalls because the lake's frozen. So once the lake freezes, you don't get any of that lake effect snow. I don't know how frozen it is. If people are walking on it yet, I might go check that out. Take a little walk on the ice is always fun. Have to put boots on though. That's one thing I can't do in my Crocs. I mean, I could, but you know, it would be funny. I'm sure people would be pointing. What is that crazy lady doing with her Crocs on the ice? Can't really skate on the ice on the lake because it's not straight. My middle daughter's been having frosters. You know, like those slushies. It's cold for that, I think. Zeus is much better. Sleeping through the night, snoring up a storm. So I have a feeling something scared him. And he was scared for a couple of days. I'm not quite sure what. But honestly, the dog has like the worst nerves. Some could have dropped something or passed him on the stairs or something like that. And he doesn't like this. Well, he can't actually go up and down the stairs. He can go up the stairs. He can't go down the stairs. I think everybody's up, which is, well, we're almost noon here, so. I can hear a voice. I thought it was my daughter's boyfriend, and I'm like, he's not. I didn't see him come in, but no, she's on the phone with him. She always puts him on speaker. So that's all it. I have nothing else to say. Life is good. Crafting's good. Weather is bearable. Kids are all busy and happy, so that makes me happy. My son got a call from the golf course, so not sure when he starts back there. He's got his other business, so probably not till April 1st, but definitely can't do anything till the snow goes, so. But it's nice to know that you're all set, right? So. Yeah, I like that it's nice and tight on the frame. I really, and this frame is really light, and it's not awkward like that wooden one. The wooden ones are definitely more awkward. I didn't do any beaded embroidery on the wooden one, so I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I can see the symbols now on the side. So let's see if that's better. Okay, let's do one more stitch. And I think that's enough of me jibber jabbering. Not sure what I'm going to watch today. Actually don't feel like watching TV. Maybe I'll just listen to some music. Maybe I'll listen to some Tesla music, which is the band we're going to go see. See if I recognize any of their songs. So there we go. Looks pretty good. Here's the little kit I got off Amazon. Let me unlock it. So I haven't opened it yet because I haven't done it any beaded embroidery since I got it. But it came with threaders. You can never have too many threaders, especially with these small ones. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them in there. So let's see how long it takes me to go through all those. I think this was like just under $8, so not too bad. So that is it, my friends. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy crafting, and I'll see you in the next video.